Nobody wanted to share a championship. I mean, and especially if the team that was going to keep you from winning it outright was University of Texas. So once that we knew that it was shared, that was forgotten about. We're going to play at home against University of Texas, and that's going to happen. We're going to win it.
It wasn't just about winning the championship, it was about beating Texas. We wanted to go for the juggler. We wanted to win the championship. We wanted to be the outright champions. I was a transfer student coming in from junior college, and Coach had a lot of guys returning. He also brought in a lot of junior college guys. I think it was about 5 of us, because he wasn't happy with the way the season had ended the previous year, the 73-74 season.
Here comes a couple of junior college guys, more than a couple, and a fresh look, a very competitive group showed up on campus, and it was a confluence of experience of guys being here in the program that were good, with a combination of some other junior college transfers that came in that made us pretty special. The crowd lining up outside G. Raleigh, I remember that they had this 3 different occasions they had to show the game on closed circuit television through the course of the year because the crowd was so large. This particular day was a noon game. We lived in Kane Hall, and so as we got up, we saw that crowd forming that morning, and it went all the way out to Welborn Road. And so I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that right now, because if you couldn't get ready to play watching that crowd form, for you have an ability to win the Southwest Conference Championship outright against University of Texas, there's something wrong with you, because it was phenomenal. And then again, we would be in the locker room, and in G. Raleigh, it was so close quarters, you could hear the band and the crowd doing pregame yells. And so it would just reverberate in our locker room. And I mean, it would be hard to not just to get up out of your chair and just get ready to go do something. And when we ran down that tunnel out on that floor, it was just, you felt like you were 2 feet off the ground.
We just was locked in, and we was focused, and and everybody making their contributions, and we just basically outplayed them. And at that time, we probably had more to play for than they did. You know what I mean? Because there was no way they were going to win the championship. They had the year predicted that they would be better, and it wasn't that way. So there was more motivation probably for us than it was for them. And we just happened to get off to a good start. It was like, the old deal that, you always teach somebody, you get up on them, you get them down, don't let them up. Don't make them get encouraged that they could win.
We would go in, it wouldn't be a delay, but it'd be a very deliberate offense. And if you overplayed, we'd backdoor you. But it was going to be layups and free throws. And if you went in there and you got fouled and you didn't make that layup, that's on you. Because if you took the initiative to go try to score, you better score no matter what. And we knew that was what was expected of us. And so you can imagine some collisions that occurred at the basket when you were trying to make things happen. And so that was a big part of the game back then. The crowd was incredible. I mean, I don't think A&M had won a championship since 1969 was the last one. So this is 75. So kind of hungry. And then make that atmosphere what it was. If anything, it was almost like you had to cool yourself down. You wanted to play so hard. Coach took people out at the end of the game at different times to be able to get the recognition that he wanted the crowd to take part of. So it was a great way to win it. It wasn't like it was something that was waiting for the outcome to be determined. It was, and it was a fun way to win it. They let everybody on the floor. All the students were on the floor. I mean, patting you on the back, celebrating. They were a part of us. They really were. I mean, how many games were they the impetus or the part that carried us over the hump? They really, we worked and we were good, but that crowd, I cannot diminish the amount of impact they had on us.
It was such a celebration that how Jimmy V gets the thing running around trying to find somebody to hug. We were trying to figure out what to do, who's gonna cut the nets down. And, back then they didn't have the ladders, so the students came and hoisted us up on their shoulders for us to be able to cut the nets down. So it was a very joyous time. Once we got through with all that celebration, we get ready to run into the dressing room, and we think, where's Coach Metcalf? So we find him, we drag him into the locker room and throw him in the showers, with his suit and everything on.
It was a dream. It absolutely was a dream. I mean, I was a junior college transfer, but I knew what A&M was all about. And to be in that environment, and to throw it even a different little shade on it is, I was born in Bryan. My dad was a yell leader. My mom's from College Station, so I grew up, even though I lived in San Antonio, I grew up an Aggie. I grew up around G. Raleigh White, and even met Shelby when I was in junior high, just going to a game. And for me to walk down that hallway and then to come out of that locker room and then to be a part of a championship team of the Southwest Conference and be captain of that team, I mean, I can't even put that into words. I mean, that's something that I don't know if I dreamed that big back then, there's no way, but to be able to play there and do that was something that's absolutely a lifetime memory.